Hey, this is Classic DM, and this video is going to tell you what this channel is all about. And if you've been here before, you've seen something that looks like this, which is great. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, definitely do so. That's fantastic. But what do we actually do on this channel? What's its theme? Well, we're all about Dungeons and Dragons, mostly the first edition. So in the last 4 or 5 months, we've created tons and tons and tons of content. One of the main things we do is we play the game, and it's really fun to watch along. We have a unique storyline we've created from the original classic modules from 1978. We've taken characters through the setting. The Hill Giant Chief and our group of heroic characters are currently in the Glacial Rift of the Frost Giant Jarl, Module G2. We also do map drawing shows, which are really, really cool, where I actually draw the maps ahead of time, which are all done freehand. It's kind of like making your own battle maps in real time. I used to be an architect, so all that stuff's kind of, I walk you through like why how to put things here and there. That's really fun. We also do a how to play first edition show. This is really me kind of evangelizing what makes first edition really fun and cool and very streamlined. A lot of people are getting into Dungeons and Dragons now, which is really cool. You come from Pathfinder, maybe 4th edition, a lot of 5th edition players, really complicated versions of the games to get into. So I try to kind of walk people through what's in the first edition, how easy it is to get playing, because you're always bumping into people who are like old schoolers like me who are like, oh man, first edition is the best. So a lot of people want to know, like, well, what's the deal with it? I can't even buy the books anymore. So we've got a lot of episodes, a lot of videos that walk you through everything you possibly want to know about first edition. We also do kind of a DM's guide from time to time with a little special sneak peek behind the scenes where we design actual encounters and talk about the enemies and their hit dice and armor class, the weapons they use, how they're going to attack, their AI, to give you a sense like, wow, how do you actually design the rooms and how they're really going to happen. But what we're doing right now is we've moved everything. We used to have everything on a Patreon website, which was really cool and really fun. I really enjoyed doing it. I found that the Patreon site was intimidating to some people because a lot of people use Patreon to sell things, and I wasn't really trying to sell anything. So I decided to take all the postings of everything we've done for the last year and move it to my author webpage. So this tl8canon.com is a really great place to keep up with what's really going on. I'm a AAA video game designer, worked on games like Unreal and Unreal Tournament and Crisis and Dungeon Defenders and a huge list of games I've done over the years. But at heart, I'm just a huge, big kid who loves Dungeons and Dragons. So coming to this website is a great place to start. You'll see up in the upper left-hand corners of news. There, every time something cool and new is happening, like here's a custom video I made for one of the YouTube subscribers who said, hey, can you explain the first edition combat? I'll have an actual write-up there that tells you, here's how I do it. Here's a video that walks you through how we do it. That's a really good place to go if you want to just pop in and see what's happening on the channel. If you want to know what's happened in the past, I took all the old videos from before and they're all here in order like a Netflix. So if you want to go binge through season 1 where we attack the the Steading, the Hill Giant Chief, and we have synopsises of what happens, the big battles, all the drow maps that we collected, all kinds of neat stuff. So all that stuff's done in real time in one take. There's no edits. Really fun. I did the same thing with our current season, which is season 2, the Glacial Rift of the Frost Giant Jarl. You can go here and we walk through the whole campaign from the beginning all the way through to where we are right now. The party is just about to attack, well, they've already started attacking the throne room itself. We went through spell prep, everything. Really, really cool. A lot of really interesting stuff happening here. And one thing that is really different is that the throne room in the original module is nothing like the throne room we have. We just use the actual cave, and it is in full swing with a massive Christmas-style wassail when our party attacks. Probably an EverQuest 1 quality raid happening in that one. So if you haven't checked that, go back to the first episode and listen to it. It's like listening to an old radio show. Like I mentioned before, you'll notice in the background with some of these pictures, all the battle maps are hand-drawn. So I don't use any pre-purchased battle maps. I draw them all by hand. So, excuse me, so what I'll do is I'll get out my Sharpies. I use 3 Sharpies. I use yellow tracing paper and 1 pencil. And in about 35 to 45 minutes, I'll take one of these basic rooms in the module, which could be like a 20 by 40 room that really doesn't have a lot of detail in it. And I'll just walk you through how we're laying all the furniture, where all the stalactites are, water flow, where the light sources are. Because I used to be a level designer. So it's something I think that makes the gameplay really come alive is when you make the rooms feel alive. The map drawing series is really popular. A lot of people who like to DM and make their own stuff really like that one as well. Lately, especially since Christmas time came and went, the first edition series has really caught on, and this is a good place to go if you've never played D&D ever, or you got a buddy saying, oh, first edition's the best, you go check it out. In this one here, we tell you where to get the PDFs. The actual links are there to go to the Dungeon Masters Guild. They're like $9 each. They're so affordable. And we have a series of videos. I'll probably label them a little bit better the next few weeks that walk through all the classes, all the ability scores. We talk about the spells. We talk about combat. Everything you kind of need to know, because there are some things in first edition you don't really need to deal with, but there's a lot of things a lot of people miss out on who haven't played it before. Very simple, fun game system to work with, a lot of fun to play. Go check that out as well. So it really all comes back to the YouTube channel, and I try to get stuff at least up once or twice a week of what's going on. We got about 5 different things happening at the same time. This year there's kind of going to be 6 or 7 things happening at the same time, so we'll get busy and hectic. So if you get confused, always go back to the news link here. You may also be interested in the novel I wrote. I wrote a novel a number of years ago called Iron Will Rust, which got a few awards in the competitions, which is a historical fiction book. It has a lot of sword fighting. If you love Drizzt Do'Urden or Conan the Barbarian or Michael Moorcock's Elric, it's kind of like all that without all the fantasy. So it's a year 1515, heroic characters chases villain all across Europe to try to determine who killed a high priest or something like that. I can't remember the details. This is a really fun book to check out if you want to read a novel. It's about 444-page novel. There's lots of articles on the website as well that talk about some of the storyline and some of the historical references, but that's really a separate issue. That's just more fun stuff to poke around if you like that kind of business. But the main thrust of the website is really about our play sessions and our YouTube channel. So if you're not sure what's going on, what's happening, that's basically what this channel is all about. It's just about D&D, playing D&D, everything related to D&D. You may see me paint minis from now and then, but I'm not really a great mini painter. But I make my own tokens. I make my own battle glass. I've got a video that shows you how to do that. I think the real charm of the page is that unlike a lot of sessions that are from Fantasy Grounds or Roll20, where people are like on webcam and there's 5 people talking who aren't in the same room, I run everything by myself live in one take. So all the heroic characters are pre-generated. All their decisions are done with dice rolls. There's even chances for the players, people who watch the video channel, to make major decisions like go west or go east or kill this character first and things like that. So another emphasis is really the storytelling. I took the real basic layout of those original modules from 1978 and took some of these empty rooms and really connected them together with a huge overarching storyline. And there's even a video series that goes through what the storyline is. So if you haven't checked them out and don't know where to start, just poke around on the webpage here and look through some of the series and see what you like, and maybe you'll find something fun and share it with your friends. I post pretty frequently and pretty active on the Facebook groups. Mostly the first edition groups or the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons groups. I'll pop into 5th edition every now and then, and Greyhawk, and I love that too. Some Forgotten Realms, but I don't hang out too much in the 5th edition. But if you see me in there, say hello. I'll say hello to you. And if you ever got a custom request that you want to see a video done, hey, throw me the challenge. It might be something cool to do. So that's a quick snapshot of what our channel is all about. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And if you ever get confused, you can just find it. It's classic_DM. It's not classic FM. It's not some crappy radio station playing Frank Sinatra or anything. And the website address is here in the lower right-hand corner. There's a link to the website and the old Patreon site and the Facebook page as well. So have fun, because we're going to have a lot more cool stuff this year. We're using 2 cameras. We do some collaboration later this year with some buddies of mine in the game industry who are artists and digital artists. We're going to print some custom minis. We have a custom module series that's going to be built this year, written and released and published using Osric. There's all kinds of neat stuff going to happen in 2019. But if you want to get these early days, grungy, old school stuff, come take a look at it now while it's in its infancy, because we're hoping it's going to take off by later this year. And that's pretty much the overview of what that channel is all about. I hope you have fun with it and share it with your buddies. And we'll talk to you real soon. Have fun playing. Be sure to roll a D20.